Oh, well, there's some guy been checking the place out.
Oh.
So I live alone, and I'm an old lady.
Mm-hmm. Where is he now, ma'am?
I don't have no idea.
And then she just stopped talking. She was alone inside her house, on the phone with 911. And then silence. Her name was Ruth Price, an elderly woman living alone in her home. There was nothing unusual about that night. No warning signs, no reason to believe anything was wrong. Until she picked up the phone and called 911. At first, the call didn't seem urgent. There was no screaming, no chaos, just a woman speaking calmly. But that's what makes it unsettling, because sometimes the quietest calls are the worst ones. There's someone in my house. The operator immediately tried to assess the situation. Ma'am, are you alone? Yes, I think so. That hesitation matters. I think so. Not yes. Not I'm sure. Just I think so. From that moment, something feels off. Ruth isn't panicking, but she isn't comfortable either. She sounds aware, like she knows something isn't right, but doesn't fully understand what. The operator keeps her on the line, asks her to stay calm, to listen, to focus on what she's hearing. Ruth mentions noises, small ones, subtle, the kind of sounds that don't make sense at first. A movement, a shift, something inside the house. During the day, you might ignore it. At night, when you're alone, you don't. The operator asks her to describe it, but Ruth struggles because the sound isn't clear. It's not footsteps. It's not a voice. It's just something. And that's what makes it worse, because your mind starts filling in the gaps. There's a pause in the call, a long one, too long. Then suddenly, Ruth yells, "Hello? Hello?" Her voice changes instantly. The calm is gone. Now there's fear, real fear. Something just happened, something she didn't expect. The operator responds immediately. "Ma'am, are you still there?" No answer, just silence. The line stays open. You can still hear the background, but Ruth never speaks again. No goodbye, no scream, no explanation, just gone. Emergency services are dispatched immediately. Officers arrive at the house shortly after. From the outside, everything looks normal. No broken windows, no forced entry, no signs of anything unusual. They enter the house, carefully, expecting to find something, anything. But inside, it's quiet. Too quiet. And then they find her. Ruth Price is dead, inside her own home. There are no clear signs of a struggle, no obvious evidence of an intruder, no immediate explanation for what happened. And that's where the case becomes something else entirely. Because what happened during that call was never fully explained. Investigators tried to piece together the timeline. They reviewed the audio, They examined the house. They looked for anything that could explain those final moments, but there was nothing definitive. No confirmed intruder, no clear cause that matched the fear in her voice, no answer to the most important question: what made her suddenly stop talking? Some theories suggest that someone really was inside the house, that Ruth wasn't imagining it, that the sounds she heard were real, and that something happened in those final seconds. Others believe it could have been something else, a medical emergency, a fall, something that interrupted the call suddenly. But that doesn't explain everything. It doesn't explain the fear. It doesn't explain the way her voice changed. It doesn't explain why she reacted like she did. And it definitely doesn't explain the silence. Because if you listen closely, there's a moment right before she stops speaking where something shifts. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened inside that house. No one knows what Ruth heard, or what she saw, or what made her stop responding. All that remains is the call. A call that started quietly, normally, almost casually, and ended in complete silence. And maybe the most disturbing part of all is this: the line never disconnected. It just stayed open, as if something was still there.